Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Warmly welcome to this event. I'm Grace from Hytera Marketing and the Solution Center. It is an honor for me to be here to introduce Hytera Emergency Communication Solution for VIP security. When talking about VIP, you may think of the celebrities, national presidents, or delegations. What we are talking about here refers to any key person, like top officials, celebrities, who has arranged to go somewhere occurrently while a car fleet or special task force is in need to protect their personal safety and property security. For today's introduction, it is composed of 4 parts, namely communication requirements analysis, solution introduction, solution highlights, and product information. Firstly, let's see for VIP traveling what tends to happen and what kind of difficulty may be encountered. It is common that the top officials will go someplace where there is poor public network. To ensure their personal safety, real-time communication among its convoy team should be available. And I'm sure that you must know about big events like APEC, where top officials from other countries will come along the airport to a hotel or a conference hall. There may be a public cell phone network. Wow, conversation privacy may be a big concern. And when it goes to underground area, the signal strength may be too weak to make a call. Moreover, when emergency happens, say riots or terrorism, power was off and the existing communication network was broken. How to communicate among the convoy team and communicate between the front line and headquarters is a problem. Thus, a system to provide an unmoving and always available voice communication is a must. Firstly, the system should be able to provide voice as well as GPS location services, and it will be better if it can connect to control center to make real-time communication and dispatch. As for live video, it will be quite helpful to see what is going on. Secondly, the system should be mobile. It can be backpacked, weak-mounted, or even fixed installed by window to provide single coverage anywhere wanted. Along the traveling road, high buildings, underground area, etc. Thirdly, the system should be self-sustained. That is to say, it should form a large coverage network by itself, low little fiber or microwave. It should have battery to power on to work. Hytera emergency communication is quite suitable for VIP security. Below, I will introduce details. First, let's see the solution components. I divide it into 3 layers: terminal access layer, network layer, and the dispatching layer. In the network layer, there are 2 types from standard point. One is DMR and the other is Tetra. For DMR, there are man-packed one and the pole-mounted one. Tetra has only a portable one. In the dispatching layer, a triple-screen portable rugged laptop is available to do on-site voice and location dispatching and connect with headquarters. The bottom layer is terminal access layer. DMR radio with scan feature enabled can access ad hoc repeater no matter it is produced by Hytera or other manufacturer. For Tetra ad hoc repeater, only the one produced by Hytera can be used with it. Now, let's see how this solution fulfills its responsibility. I will firstly show you some cases that Hytera has done before to safeguard the safety and security of VIP, and then talk about the solution for different scenarios. In China, when VIP visits some places or travels, their security and safety is the top concern. The convoy car fleet was divided into 3 parts, namely pilot, convoy, headquarters, and backup. For each part, 1 or 2 ad hoc repeater was installed. Also, 1 ad hoc repeater was installed in the headquarters to remotely dispatch. As required, the ad hoc repeater formed 2 networks. One was a wireless communication network based on DMR. The other was a public 4G or GSM network as backup. It was a dedicated 4G GSM VIP VPN tunnel to ensure that the communication was safe. With such kind of deployment, real-time communication and the dispatching was achieved. One more thing I want to talk is that the mic of ad hoc repeater was internally muted to ensure the communication privacy. At the bottom of the left side listed the delivery box, which is intended to make easy and convenient to place and carry the devices to the spot, and set up a self-sustained network within 10 minutes. Another case was the safeguard of the VIP during his visit of Hong Kong, Zhuhai, and Macau Bridge. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge is a 55-kilometer bridge. Tunnel system consists of a series of 3 cable stay bridges, an undersea tunnel, and 4 artificial islands. It is both the longest sea crossing and the longest open sea fixed link in the world. The HZMB spans the Ningding and Jiuzhou Channel, connecting Hong Kong and Macau with Zhuhai, a major city on the Pearl River Delta in China. To provide a reliable and secure communication along the bridge, say bridge guardrail, undersea tunnel, 16 EPACs was deployed. At the cross area between Hong Kong and the main bridge, an ad hoc repeater installed on the unmanned aero vehicle was used to ensure seamless coverage. More things I want to share is that when Hytera got the requirement from government, it takes only 3 days to carry all those devices from Shenzhen to Zhuhai, and well deployed and tested to form a temporary network. Up to now, I'm sure you have known about how to form a temporary self-sustained communication network to provide voice services for VIP security. Yes, deploy 1 or 2 ad hoc repeaters in the car fleet belong to the pilot, convoy, and headquarters correspondingly, and it is better to have GSM or 4G as backup. If on-site and headquarters dispatching is required, it is recommended to use GSM 4G satellite to do. In this way, a network with 100% coverage rate will be available. Now, you may wonder why choose ad hoc repeater network and whether it's safe or not. I will explain. Firstly, it is auto networking. When powered on, the ad hoc repeater will automatically connect to each other via RF signals. Low need of on-site commissioning. Furthermore, it will detect and compile the RSSI from the loads nearby to choose the better one to form the network. It is flexible. In the network, there are multiple nodes. In DMR, maximum 31 nodes, Tetra 3 nodes. Secondly, one EPAC can support two concurrent group call, as there are two paths in one device. Each path requires two 12.5 kHz frequency. While per microphone, you can choose the frequency a group to stay and scan. Those two paths of ad hoc repeater can be set as one path to work locally and the other path to form a large network with other repeaters. I think now you want to know the communication distance between ad hoc repeater and the radio set, and the distance between two ad hoc repeaters. When EPIC antenna was installed with a height of 10 to 15 meters in open area, the communication distance is 0 to 20 km for long-range voice link and 0 to 5 km for short-range voice link. Additionally, it is often asked whether it supports encryption, it is safe or not. The answer is yes. AS256 bits advanced encryption for end-to-end encryption is supported. Thirdly, the system also supports location monitoring. The headquarters supervisor wants to know the position of his people and to get the right person to fast respond to urgent events. Thus, real-time location information transmission is needed. Ad hoc repeater can be used to transmit the GPS information of the radio along with its voice. Meanwhile, its own location can be transmitted via RF signal. Up to now, we have talked about the scenarios of VIP convoy along the road. Let's move to the last topic. That is communication in high buildings. This is one case done in Guangzhou. This building has 100 floors on ground and 5 floors underground. Due to thick walls and concrete in the conference hall, it is difficult to set up a 100% coverage system. To achieve 100% coverage, a complex and hard to deploy DAS, that is distributed antenna system, should be needed. It takes time and money. In total, 6 ad hoc repeaters were used to cover the whole building. Some were deployed by window and some on the wall. Easy to deploy, save money and time. For VIP security, say presidential attendance for international summit, the conference hall and the hotel can be equipped with ad hoc repeater to funnel 100% coverage network. When I talk with partners in some countries, they cared about the interconnection with existing PMR network. As shown in this graph, it can be realized via data cable or gateways in a cost-effective way and easy to deploy. Another case is the underground area. When it goes to car park area, 100% single coverage is also a must. Ad hoc repeater is a good solution to provide temporary and fast deployment of 100% single coverage. The last scenario is the special tasks. As it may happen all of a sudden, anywhere and time, the VIPs, like president or top officials, go to front line to see what is going on and dispatching the people on site. A dedicated communication system is a must. Ad hoc repeater can offer a good communication. Above, I have introduced the solution by talking about the real cases I have done. Together, I talk about some advantages and highlights of this solution. Now, let's see the summary of the solution highlights. I summarize the highlights from the following 5 aspects. First, seamless coverage. As we have the on-move auto networking ad hoc repeater, it is possible to provide a network with 100% coverage for the underground area, high buildings, as well as on-road moving vehicle to do real-time monitoring and positioning-based dispatching, ensuring the safety and the security of VIP. Second, easy and flexible deployment. Compliant with IP67 and the military standard up to G, the ad hoc repeater EPAC 200 with a battery can be backpacked to the spot and powered on to work with mere press of the battery button. Meanwhile, the ad hoc repeater to EPAC 200 can be powered by solar power system with a power consumption of less than 6 watts. Third, secured and reliable communication. The whole network can be equipped with end-to-end encryption to ensure communication privacy and its supposed positioning. Moreover, low dedicated linkage will bring about no failure rates, and it is strengthened by capable of using GSM 4G as backup linkage to ensure always connection between frontline and the headquarters. Fourth, cost-effective. Compared with deploying a traditional PMR trunking system, the ad hoc repeaters form the citywide network in a quite fast and easy to deploy way, as it takes no housing room, low linkage, even no little power supply system. It saves lots of time and money. Furthermore, it can form a mobile network quite easily, saving you from huge work of vehicle modification. It is indeed cost-effective. Fifth, the last but not the least, is proven solution. Up to now, over 20 countries have deployed this solution. Most of the customers will buy some more devices every year to serve more people. Now, in total, around 2,000 pieces have already been sold in this year. This is the solution highlights. In the last part, a brief introduction of the main device will be given for more information. First is the ad hoc repeater, EPAC 200. It complies with standard DMR Tier 2 and can support 2 concurrent group calls. In a network, there are maximum 31 nodes. It can be backpacked with around 3 kg in weight and IP67, dust and waterproof, and phones a network automatically without linkage like optic fiber or microwave. Now, both VHF and UHF frequency bands are supported. Second, fixed installation ad hoc repeater EPAC 200. It's another format. It has the same functions as EPAC 200, complies with standard DMR Tier 2, and can support 2 concurrent group calls. It can be outdoor deployed with IP67 and phones a network with EPAC 200. It also has VHF and VHF frequencies. The difference is that the EPAC 200 VHF power can be maximum up to 40 watts to provide a very large singular coverage. Third, portable ad hoc repeater EPAC 100 based on Hytera. In a network, there are maximum 3 loads. It can be backpacked with around 3.8 kg in weight, and IP67 dust and waterproof, and phones a network automatically without linkage. Now, only 380 to 430 MHz is supported. The last one is the on-site command and dispatch center, named eCenter. It is a triple screen computer and is used to do on-site device management, voice, positioning-based, and video dispatching. It has built-in battery and can be carried to the spot with light weight of 15 kg. With multiple ports, it can be connected with headquarters via 4G, satellite, microwave, and so on. Up to now, I have finished my introduction. I have talked about Hytera emergency communication solution for VIP security. Many talk about communication solution for scenarios of the VIP convoy along the road, high buildings like hotel and the conference hall, underground areas of car park, as well as special tasks when emergency happens. Also, I summarized 5 solution highlights of seamless coverage, easy and flexible deployment, secured and reliable communication, cost-effective and proven solution. I think you may have some questions and want to discuss more. Now, let's go to Q&A.